Blessings and greetings, my angels. Welcome back to Sacred Sagittarius. Angels answers all. I'm Tigra, your humble host, bringing you your general energetic messages for the sign of Sagittarius as it pertains to your career and finances. If you appreciate what I do here for this free content and to keep it to be continued on a regular basis, by all means, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. As you can see, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are general readings. They are not personal readings. I do not do personal readings on this channel. So if you need a personal reading, you can take what generally applies here from you, but then you should pursue it further for your particular situation. Cards are blessed, shuffled, and prayed for before each reading. I have a very small prayer space, so I present what I can present, so you're not going to see a big shuffling going on. So that's why I work with what I have. But I thank you for joining me. My videos are time-stamped, and we're time-stamping this one to start at 1:10. Let's see what the energies are. Let's clear the space. There's a chime or some type of tone rang at the beginning of the reading, so please lower your volume just in case. Heavenly angels and guides that protect me and all those that watch this content and those who are fellow Sagittariuses, blessings unto you. Please guide me as you see fit and as the universe sees fit to bring forth to the Sagittarius community for the month of August messages and guidance, potentially as it pertains to your careers and finances. Sometimes I do give the cards another quick shuffle. So they want me to start out with 6 cards from this deck. Following this reading, I will do your general monthly reading for love. This particular reading for your career and finances, which I normally don't do, but I will be pulling a crystal, and I will also be trying to do a charm reading, and that will jumpstart your energies for the month of August. Though I am resumed doing video content, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do the weekly readings, so I might just slowly get back into it by doing weekend readings only, and maybe do the weekly readings as the volume and the continued likes and comments grow. Again, we're exchanging free energy here. I don't mind doing this content, but I need to know that you appreciate it. So showing me you appreciate it is simply doesn't cost you anything to hit the like, subscribe, share, or comment. So as long as you show your appreciation, I'm more than willing. Trust me, I love doing this. I'm a fellow Sag, but I need that return energy as well and appreciation. So we thank you, angels, for the cards that you guided me to start this energetic reading for Sagittarius as it pertains to their career finances. We start out the month of August with money management, mindful spending, long-term planning, efficient work habits, and efficient budgeting. Let's see what's in the middle of the deck for the 6th card, skill development. So let's first start off in those areas to see how these messages can apply to one or all of you for your energetic reading as it pertains to your careers and finances. So when we're talking about money management, the universe is reminding you this month, Sagittarius, try to create a budget. I know some of you are really great at it, but then there's others of you that don't even know what the meaning of a budget is. With technology, YouTube, and all of the internet to your disposal, there's no reason why you can't jumpstart getting a budget. There's AI tools, all type of tools for your availability. Okay, there's also your friends and family, right? Talk to your fellow banker or any person that's in the financial realm, or again, family and friend members who have done budgets before. But creating a budget, practicing saving your money on a regular basis, not just when you want to save it for a special occasion, which we tend to do, but learn to save money on a regular basis for life's emergencies, the ups and downs, and just good practice money management. Try to invest and build a strong financial foundation. You see how this tree is overflowing? Trees start off by seeds, right? So your seed is your budget. By you creating a budget and learning the flexibility, where you're strong in your savings, where you're weak in your spending, etc., all helps you to nurse and build the seeds to the character of how you're going to develop your spending habits, your saving habits, so that you will have a full money tree just like this here. So let's work on our money management this month, which leads into mindful spending. When you pay attention to what you spend and why you spend and the intentions that you put into your spending, when you really look at it and put your energy and focus on it, you will eliminate, for the most part, generally speaking, a lot of your bad tendencies. You'll recognize what causes you to spend money. Sometimes it's because you're depressed or you're not feeling well or you're bored, right? Or you're happy. There's so many things that can make us want to spend money when we really don't have to and spend beyond our means. So try this month to practice mindful spending, evaluate your purchases, write down a little journal or write down a piece of scrap paper each week, each month. Where's your money going? Is it going on your going out to the disco and the clubs in the weekends, or are you going to the store shopping for clothing, or you're a foodie, you like to eat a lot, you like to go to the fancy restaurants, or you're a giver, you just like to give your money to others to help. So by keeping a note in the journal and again a budget of where your money is going and how much you want to allow yourself to spend on a particular item really will help you be mindful in your spending rather than just spending it because you have it. You get a deposit in and next thing you know you're withdrawing with no registry of what it is you're spending on. And now, like, for us who are older, we're used to having checkbooks and you're keeping a check register, right? The checks you wrote when they got paid. But now with everything being electronic and everyone really tapping and using their phones and their credit cards and really not writing the conventional check, if any, anymore, it's really easy to let that money go out your hand and not track it. So that's why we need to kind of get back to those days of the checkbook era by keeping registries of what we're spending, why we're spending it, how much we're spending, and if we even need to spend it, where can we cut back at? So again, make sure you make a promise to yourself that whatever you buy, whatever you purchase, you need to admit to yourself, is this something that I really need? Or is this something that I desire? Am I buying this to soothe something within my soul, to calm my spirit for something else that I'm kind of like, angry about or happy about? Your emotions can trigger spending. So make conscious decisions this month. And as you do it this month, practice to continue doing it monthly till it becomes a regular step, a regular routine in your life. Enhance your financial well-being by paying attention to your spending by using mindful spending. With the card of long-term planning, when you don't watch what you spend or you don't keep inventory of what you're taking in and putting out, you're not looking for the long term. When you're young, it seems like you have forever. And then when it's near retirement age, then you're kind of kicking yourself in the butt all those years, all that money that you threw away and you didn't save for a rainy day. You didn't save for your later years in retirement. Yeah, you might be making great money now, but what happens if you get sick? What happens if there's a slow workforce? Or you age out? Or you retire? You have to start doing your long-term planning now. And this is for those of you, I don't have young viewers. Most of my viewers are like 40s and up. So you need to start like in your 30s, even your 20s for your long-term planning so that you're set by time you're 60. So plan for the long term. Don't just spend for today in the short term. Try to set financial goals for retirement, invest in long-term assets, and create a roadmap to achieve your desired future. And your desired future, financially and emotionally and spiritually, is going to differ from someone else's. So you can get advice from others, but again, you need to carve out what works for your lifestyle and what it is you want your life to kind of look like when you're retired. With the energies of efficient work habits, try to continue working on your work habits, just how you need to take time to look at your expenditures. Sometimes we need to look at our work habits. Are you tardy? Are you late all the time? Or do you not put in as much effort with your team as you should? You're not being as productive. You call out a lot, right? Or you tend to always be asking for more days than what you have. Develop efficient work habits. Set clear priorities. Use productivity techniques like the Pomodoro method and take regular breaks to maintain focus and energy. Efficient work habits leads to the type of employee that you can become that gets the great raises, the good bonuses, you get recognized for promotions. If you have poor work ethics and habits, you're going to be a poor employee. You simply won't get the raises, you'll be overlooked for positions, and you won't be recommended for anything, and no one's going to want to be a team player with you. And you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. And what does that do? Your ego, your low self-esteem, that all turns, sour, which thus then leads you into these negative spending habits. So the better employee you are, the more productive you are, the more not only will you reach physically and financially in your career, but it'll help mold you to be aware of your finances and want to create more opportunities of getting more finances by being a model employee and really being a good employee and dedicated, not just for the sake of your job, but for the sake of you being a good person and enjoying what you do. Even if you don't like your job, still do your best, because it's still a paycheck at the end of the day that helps you get this money that you can manage, right? And build up that financial tree that you're trying to build. With the energy of efficient budgeting, practice efficient budgeting. All ties into the money management and mindful spending. The more you put into your money and your finances, the more you care about it and you really take it seriously, the more your money will work for you. If you're not saving, how can your money work for you? You don't have any money. All you're doing is spending and making all these designers and stores and vendors rich, and meanwhile you're poor. They have the dream house, the dream car, because you, the consumer, are providing it for them. But what are you providing for your life now, for your children, for your grandchildren, for your retirement? So try to allocate your funds wisely in your expenditures and also in your savings. Join your 401ks, your CDs, however you wish to save. Everyone saves differently. Some like to save hard cash, others like to save coins, or they like to do the digital. You can play around with it all, just as long as you're starting some type of saving and tracking and being more disciplined in your budgeting and managing your money so you can stay financially healthy. If you stay financially healthy, that can help you stay physically and mentally happy. I didn't mean to say happy, but it's true, happy and healthy. Because when you're lacking or failing in any one of those areas, it causes like a domino effect for it all to fall apart. And then with the middle and final card of skill development, for some of you, you can't make more money, and maybe because you're at the low end of the financial totem pole in your job, you probably need to work on skill development in order to move up the corporate ladder or to get recognized for bigger positions that pay more money. So invest in your skills. This could be you paying for courses or finding opportunities to network or to freelance or volunteer, right? So you can gain additional skills so you can move up in your position or move up and out into a new position that will be more lucrative for you. So try to identify areas in your life for improvement. Try to enroll in courses, like I said. Seek feedback on how to expertise your marketability. When you get your annual reviews, or how often you may get reviewed, if you get reviewed, every 6 months on your job, receive that feedback from your HR person or your immediate manager or supervisor. Ask them, how can I do better? Where is it that I'm weak at? Where do you seek, or where do you feel I need improvement? If they regard you as an employee, as they should, they will give you honest feedback, and you should then take that honest feedback and implement it and make yourself live up to their expectations as well as your own. It can only get you better sources of income and also move you into other opportunities. Let's see what additional messages we get. We get gratitude, practice gratitude. You know, when you are fortunate that you're employed, there's so many people who are unemployed or on furloughs, you know, they don't have any income coming in, or the income they have coming in is barely enough. You always have to give gratitude to God and to the universe for the opportunities that you've had, have, and will have. So practice gratitude daily to attract more blessings, especially in your finances and career. You might not have it all the time. You're going to have your ups and downs, but by being grateful and showing gratitude to the universe in all aspects of your life, especially when you're going through the tough times, the universe is going to recognize that you are grateful, and they're going to bless you for that. But love yourself. Self-love is the foundation of attracting love from others. Love yourself. I know it's challenging sometimes when we're not in the career that we want to be in, or we're not in the job that we want to be in, or financially we feel like we're struggling. Remember I mentioned earlier that if you're struggling in your finances and everything can fall apart, it kind of starts with your low self-esteem or can contribute to that. Loving yourself is really important because, again, it gives you that higher vibration and motivates you. But when you're kind of Debbie Downer and you look at yourself in a very sulking way, that all affects everything in your life. You don't give yourself the energy and the know-how and the gumption to be successful and to manifest the things financially that you want in your career and finances. And then finally, have positive thoughts. Keep positive thoughts about where you are. You might not be in that great job. You might not be in that career. You might not be in that pay level that you wish to be in at this moment. By maintaining positive thoughts, knowing that anything can change, that you have the power and the destiny to do better and be better. Your thoughts shape your reality. And if you think yourself as being poor, being underachieved, I'm never going to get the right job, I'm never going to be able to get the things that I want in life, well then guess what? It's not going to happen. Feed positive thoughts into your dreams, into your actions, into your chores and the things that you do when it comes to your employment, your budget. Think positive about your budget. Even if you think you don't know what you're doing, put positivity in it. It will drive you to where you need to be. Trust me, the universe will help you make it work, but the universe also wants to see you wanting to make it work. So keeping positive thoughts can really help you in all areas of your life, especially with your finances and careers. Let's see what other cards we get. Money matters. Invest your money wisely. Another reminder, investing your money. For many of you, this could also be a sign, a reminder to check on your current investments. Are they safe? Are they making you money? Or maybe you need to switch them around. So for some of you, you are investing, but are you investing wisely? Are you staying on top of your accounts? Are you staying in touch with your brokers? Are you moving it around when you need to? Are you learning the ups and downs of the stock market so you know what to do when times are great and when times are bad? So cut off the expensive spending, start investing and saving. Be wise. If you're wise in your career choices, in the way how you perform your job, how you save and budget, you will have insight to the things that you want. But you have to use your best judgment and make wise decisions. With the card of foresight, pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Look at the long term. This connects to the energy that we just spoke about. Look at the long term, the end game. Don't think about right now, but think about how this is all going to manifest and work out for you later on as you age. And then finally, closed doors. Some doors might be closed for some of you right now when it comes to particular jobs, or it could be all doors could be closed. But I do like that with yesterday's monthly reading for August, we had that 5-door opportunity card. So there might not be any good job opportunities now, or this could be possibly past energy still spilling over into August. So this might be just something that's spilling over. But if you do the things that are suggested, and if you're really working hard and doing what you need to do, for some of you, those doors might be closed because you do need to start all over again. And maybe when you start all over again and shift your energy and your ideas of what it is that you want to do and your momentum, that 5-door energy of opening of new opportunities, I believe, will show. Let's see what we need to release when it comes to the connection of our finances and careers. Surrender your fear of change. Many of us, when we've come to that fork in the road, especially when you're in your senior years and, again, aging out of a job or becoming ill or retiring, we all have certain fears of change when it pertains to our careers, especially if you're going for a promotion, which is more responsibility. There's always more money with promotions in most cases, but then there's that fear of the responsibility. There's a lot of fear of change in connection to your career. But you have to remind yourself that you're cared for, your angels, your intuition has your back. So whatever it is that you're afraid of in your job, that you're running away from or don't want to run towards, stop fearing it. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Even when you don't really believe it, keep saying it. Again, speaking that positivity into your life, the positive thoughts. Surrendering fear of change works hand in hand with positive thoughts. If you have positive thoughts and you live with a positive mindset, you're not worried about fear. Fear is not in your vocabulary. The crystal for this month that I'm guided to is the angel of clarity, and that is the clear quartz. Are you trying to gain clarity? Remember we talked about, for some of you, you don't even know what a budget is. You're really bad at savings. You can't stop spending, or you're just not really good with your finances. You have no sense of direction or purpose, you feel like, when it comes to your career. Maybe you need some clarity. So getting a clear quartz can help you hopefully find a path to give you that clarity that you need. So pray to the angel of clarity to let your life situation give you a greater perspective and help you focus in all that you do. To be conscious lovingly in every action that you take, and try to proceed with a greater understanding of what is required of you when it comes to your work and when it comes to your finances. So is your path unclear or uncertain? Are you confused with where to put your money in the stock market, or how to even, invest in the stock market? Are you unclear on what career you want to go to, especially if you're just graduating from school or college, or you just took a particular course, for a particular trade? How do you get your foot in the door? You've done the educational part now, but how do you actually get the job? Sometimes it's hard when you don't have, you might have learned the skill set, but you don't have the job or work history. So there's so much uncertainty and unclarity when it comes to our work and finances. So maybe getting a clear quartz might work for you. And if you've worked with a clear quartz before when it comes to your finances and careers, and it's worked for you, please, by all means, this is what this community is here for, to share, to help each other network and grow. And if you do get one after this video and you start to work with it and opportunities and things change for you, by all means, come back to this video and comment and let us know. As we're coming nearly to a close, let's see what we get from this deck. We get the energy of the boat, La Chupa, and let's see how that pertains to our finances and career. So that's card 48, the boat. And just intuitively, when I think of the boat, as she stands there, it's like, I feel like for many of you, you're ready to sail into different seas of water. Like for some of you, you're ready to do something different. You're ready to try something new. It also could be a sign, I feel intuitively, that some of you might be having to move away or travel for work, or travel might be part of your career. So La Chupa is bringing you precisely what you need right now, Sagittarius, be it beauty, nourishment, or refreshment. Sometimes we reach a standstill in life, right, especially with careers, and we're not sure where to go next or what we need to do to move further. And it can be very alarming when we find ourselves in these strange waters, right? Maybe you're afraid to take sail because you don't know how to navigate through waters. You're uncomfortable not being comfortable. But not to worry, this boat is coming your way with plenty of options. Remain open to the blessings of abundance. Again, having gratitude and being positive. When La Chupla crosses over, it could be carrying a message from the spiritual dimension. Pay attention to any dreams you may have with departed loved ones, or expect the announcement of a new arrival to your family or inner circle. Keep your mind open to any signs that may be trying to reach you from the other side of the water. Try to get good sleep, meditate, and keep a dream journal nearby can all help with this listening process. So, also, when it pertains to your career and finances, your ancestors, your angels, your guides might be trying to give you messages, but if you're not focused, right, and your vibration is off, you won't be able to receive it. So sometimes they realize when we're in a rut, or when we're trying to brainstorm and network and we want to do certain things. Many of your ancestors and angels might have done these careers that you're in, or they've been in those waters before, and they're trying to help you. So I do feel that some of you have been and will continue to get messages in your dreams. So please pay attention to them, because it makes all the world of difference as to where you're going to go in your career and what you're going to do. Let's close this out with the tarot. Thank you, angels and guides. What are the rest of the messages for Sagittarius for careers and finances? Well, for some of you, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight for you to get that position that you want, to get that raise. I feel there is competition. This is for me that there's going to be a lot of people applying for those jobs that you want. So it's not going to be easy, 1, 2, 3. So that's why you have to make sure you have the skill set and the education and the know-how, especially technology-wise, so that you stand out before or others. There is a celebration card here, so that's good news that some of you will be getting employment or doors of opportunity, getting an interview, your resume getting seen. For many of you, this celebration can also be you having the money to pay for a wedding or big event in your life, that the savings that you've put aside for this occasion have now ripened and you're good to go. And then finally, with the Three of Wands, looking out for other opportunities, really taking your life seriously and trying to figure out what it is you want to do and where it is you want to go. Looking at the other opportunities for your finances. If one door is closed, how can you go through another to make things manifest for you? So there are opportunities coming. There are delays. There are pending factors. There are, areas of competition in your life. But you can stand out, and you will stand out, Sagittarius, with your know-how, with your intuitiveness, and your positive thinking, and your focus and your drive to what it is that you want to do. And even when you think you don't know, ask your angels, ask your guides, go within. The answer is there. Just search within your soul. Nothing is impossible. Everything can be given to you. And you can do everything your heart desires. You can afford what you want in life. Don't say that you're poor. You're rich in spirit. You're rich in favor. May you have a blessed financial month of August. May you continue to grow. For those of you who are just starting new budgets, may you do well in those budgets. And the rest of you who are exceedingly doing well, continue doing the work, and maybe pass it on by helping others, showing them the way of how to save and how to manifest. Blessings on to you.